Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to get the hang of two really important types of adjectives, demonstrative and possessive. Now, you use these words all the time, probably without even thinking about it, but after this, you'll know exactly how to use them like a pro. So, let's dive right in. So, before we get into the new stuff, let's back up for just a second. What even are adjectives, and why do we need them anyway? As you're about to see, they're way more than just, fancy descriptive words. Okay, so the official definition is that an adjective is a word that gives us more information about a noun or a pronoun, but I like to think of them as detail providers. They take something that's kind of general and make it super specific. Without them, our language would be incredibly bland, just boring. And here's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. On the left, we've got "the boy is standing." I mean, it's fine, it's a correct sentence, but it's kind of like a black and white sketch, isn't it? But now, look over to the right. By adding just two words, tall and quiet, boom, we suddenly have this full color picture in our minds. That's the power of adjectives right there. They add the details that make language come alive. All right, ready to jump into our first category? We're going to start with demonstrative adjectives. And I have a little nickname for these. I call them the pointers, because that's literally what they do. They point things out for us. So their whole job is to point out a specific person, place, or thing. If you're ever stuck, just ask yourself this one simple question: which one? If the word answers that question, you've got yourself a demonstrative adjective. It's that easy. For example, which house? That house. Which books? These books. See? It works every time. And here's the best part. There are only 4 of them in the entire English language, just 4. And this little chart makes them super easy to remember. It's all based on 2 simple ideas. Is something near or far? And are we talking about one thing, singular, or more than one, plural? Let's take a look at each one. Okay, first up, we have this. We use this to point to one specific thing that is near us. In the sentence, "this chair is new," you can imagine I'm talking about a single chair that's right here beside me. This points directly to the noun chair. Now let's look at that. That also points to a single thing, but it's one that is far away from us. That house is old. I'm not standing next to the house, I'm pointing to it, down the road or across the street. So that points to the singular noun house at a distance. All right, let's switch over to the plurals. These points to more than one thing that's near us. These pencils are sharp. I'm probably holding them in my hand, or maybe they're on the desk right in front of me. So these modifies the plural noun pencils. And finally, we have those. Those points to multiple things that are far away. Those flowers are fresh. We're talking about more than one flower, and they are over there, maybe in a garden across the yard. So those points to the plural noun flowers. And that's it. Near or far, singular or plural. Okay, you're doing great. Let's move on to our second category for today, possessive adjectives. And yep, I've got a nickname for these too, the owners. And, well, the name kind of gives it away, doesn't it? They're all about ownership. The function here is crystal clear. Possessive adjectives tell us who something belongs to. And just like before, they have a magic question that helps you spot them. Whose? Whose book is this? It's my book. Whose car is that? It's their car. This question is the ultimate test. This table is super helpful because it shows exactly how each personal pronoun has a matching possessive adjective. So I becomes my, he becomes his, we becomes our, and so on. They're directly linked. Let's see them in action. Let's look at some of these sentences. My book is on the table, his dog is friendly, their car is red. Notice that in every single case, the possessive adjective comes right before the noun it's describing, telling us exactly who owns it. Now, before we wrap up, we have to talk about one of the most common grammar mistakes in English. Seriously. It's about one of our new possessive adjectives, and it's so important to get this right. Let's look at its versus its. This slide makes the difference perfectly clear. Its, that's ITS with no apostrophe, shows ownership. For example, the cat chased its tail. Whose tail? The cat's tail. It belongs to the cat. Now, its with an apostrophe is completely different. It's just a short way of saying it is or it has. For example, it's a beautiful day. The easiest way to remember is that the possessive its will always be followed by a noun. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today. We've talked about the pointers and the owners, so let's do a really quick recap to make sure these concepts are locked in for good.
So here's the bottom line. Demonstrative adjectives are the pointers. They answer the question, which one? And your examples are this, that, these, and those. Possessive adjectives are the owners. They answer the question, whose? And those are words like my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. If you can remember those two simple questions, you'll always know which one to use.
And that's our guide to demonstrative and possessive adjectives. Mastering these is going to make your writing so much clearer and more precise. The world of adjectives is a big one, so I hope you'll join us next time as we keep going and explore interrogative, distributive, and proper adjectives. Thanks for watching.